Hi everyone, it's me, Krylios, Team Racing Productions MC and producer. And joining me right now is musician and performer Julie. Oh, hey Julie.
Hey, how's it going?
It is going great. The sun is clearing through the clouds. It's been a chilly day, and it seems like it's going to be a much more beautiful evening right now. So I
I
am
hope
doing well.
so.
Yeah, so I am doing well. It's great to have you here, Julie. You are a musician and a performer. Go ahead and, share with our audience a little bit about your background and, how you got into music.
Yeah, sure. So yeah, I started playing guitar when I was about like 15. So I've been playing for about, if I tell you how long I've been playing, you'll know how old I am, but I've been playing for about like 15 to 16 years now. Um, but yeah, I don't know. I just kind of, I mean, my family, I don't have actually a lot of musicians in my family. My dad is very big on music, used to always be playing Afro-Cuban jazz around the house, West African music.
Okay, culture. Love it.
Yeah, I was born in Senegal, so I came to this country
Ah,
when I was like 2 years old. But my whole family's from Burkina Faso, so there's definitely a lot of West African music always
yes, a
vibing in
lot
the
of West
house.
African. I see. And so I would imagine that that has influenced your music and your artistry a lot. So I'm right.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. I mean, I play a little bit of percussion, and that kind of comes from having like a West African background. Just like we just know how to play drums. It's ingrained. It's like you're
Yes.
born with the natural ability to keep a rhythm. You know what I'm saying? So
I love that. I love that. Talk me through your process of, making music and creating music. What goes into that for you?
for me, usually it comes with me playing guitar first, and sort of just coming up with lyrics that way. Sometimes I can just sit down and like pour out a whole song in one sitting. Sometimes it's something that I have to sit around with a couple of weeks. But these days, actually, I've been working with a couple of producers, and I still play guitar on a lot of the tracks I make, but a lot of them have like other beats from other people that I've been working with. And I've started to make my own beats just recently as well. But a lot of it just comes from like the inspiration of hearing other people's instruments and being kind of in this headspace to create.
Oh, wonderful. And tell me, how long have you known how to play the guitar?
So yeah, I started playing when I was 15. I think I got like pretty good. I honestly played more when I was a teenager than I do now.
Yeah.
Actually, I practiced more then. So I used to come home from like school and sit on my bed and play guitar for like 5 or 6 hours a day. So I feel like by
Wow.
about like 17, I got pretty good at guitar. I had a guitar teacher for a little bit, and I was learning like Led Zeppelin and Jimi Hendrix, just like lead solos and stuff like that.
Oh, that is
Um,
fabulous. That is fabulous. And at what point did you realize that this is what you want your career to be and that, this is really what your passion is and what you want to do for the rest of your life? I mean, if that's what you want to do for the rest of your life, I'm being presumptuous.
yeah, yeah. I mean, I think just when I was younger, I think I always had that like I want to be a rock star type thing. Like I think
Uh,
you know it's I mean I think that's something that all kids usually have in general, but
mhm.
I think with me dedicating so much time to playing guitar, I always felt like that was my thing. That was what made me happy. It wasn't even really
Yeah.
about playing for other people, because at that time I wasn't really playing in front of other people. I would play for my friends and stuff, but I wasn't playing shows or anything. I maybe played at a talent show a couple of times, but it was just something that I enjoyed doing. I liked playing to my favorite artists and stuff like that. And I just felt like I had a little bit of something that really just clicked for me.
Oh, great, great. I mean, when you know you're a star, you just have to go after that. You know what I mean? When you feel it inside, when you know that's what you were put here to do.
Right.
How has this year been for you? How have you navigated, do doing your artistry during what's been going on? And have you been inspired by the events of 2020 when it comes to your artistry?
Yeah, this year has been definitely weird. I mean, it's definitely weird not being able to play shows and be around people to a certain capacity. I think with just the fact that you have to be like in your own space by yourself, I think that really brought out me um, starting to record at home. Because before that, I definitely wasn't playing as much or anything, but there's not as much to do. So I just started, realizing I was like, okay, it's really time to step up, being
Yeah.
able to record at home. So I started, investing in equipment and things like that. And, it's a kind of a very tough time mostly, but I have felt that like I'm sort of blessed to feel like I've been having a motivation to create more than I have before, actually.
That is wonderful. That's wonderful. And let's talk about your album. Let us talk about your album. This artwork, first of all, is beautiful. It's
Thank you.
such a kaleidoscope of colors. It's really, really great. Talk to me about this album. What was it like creating this album?
Yeah, so I mean, just one note about this work. This was done by a Brazilian artist who's amazing and does a lot of Afrofuturism work.
Mm,
Um, but the album is kind of eclectic. I mean, I play a pretty wide range of music, and I usually try to narrow it down. Like I kind of started out playing jazz guitar, so a lot of the stuff I play is very jazz infused. But
yeah.
I think this album has a little bit of like EDM, a lot of neo soul, some alternative rock. I couldn't even really put the whole album into one genre at all. Just sort
We
of just
love that. We love an eclectic. We love an eclectic body of work. We love that. We love
I
that.
know that's
Well,
right. I know that's
of
right.
course. Well, for viewers who would like to, pick up the album, how can they go about doing that? And how can they also follow you, keep up with you, and support you?
Yeah, for sure. So the album comes out, the single for this album, which is called Wavy, comes
Mm-hmm.
out November 4th. It actually comes out November 3rd at 11:58 p.m. Um,
Ooh.
for whatever reason that I chose to put that out at. So yeah, the single comes out. It's going to be available everywhere: Spotify, Tidal, SoundCloud, and Bandcamp. Anything you want to use to get the music. The full album, which is an EP, it's going to be a 3-track EP. So the two remaining songs are going to come out around the end and mid of November. So all of that will be
Wonderful.
available through Spotify, all that type of stuff. And I'm all about sharing the music. I don't really even care if people pay for it. Like if someone hit me up and was like, I just want the track, I would just send it to them.
Oh wow, I love
Yeah.
that.
So
It's being the first single is being released literally the night of the election. Was that done on purpose on your part?
You know what? I realized it as I was submitting it for things that, that was the day of the election. And at that point, I already actually have an EP release show on Saturday at Songbird.
Hmm.
With the timing of things, the song could come out a couple of days after the election, but at that point, it's already the week of the election in general. The
Yes.
show is on that weekend, and it's just kind of the way things worked out. I think it's it's not great timing, but maybe people will want a little bit of an escape and can just listen to the tunes for a second. But
Hmm.
I definitely acknowledge that the timing is a little strange. It wasn't on purpose, but the song is has a little bit of some political undertones.
See that's why I asked the question because I assumed that that was probably the case that there's a little bit of political undertone. It works for the day, and you know what,
Right.
maybe people might need something to either cheer them up or make them, I don't know, depending on what the results are in whatever way that is.
Right.
I'm sure some more music and some more art is always great for the world. Julie, thank you
Exactly.
so much for joining me today. It has been such a pleasure,
Yeah,
and
for
I
sure.
wish you the very best on everything else left to come. Because this is the last interview I'm doing for the day, I just want to say to our viewers, you can catch me as well as Racine on the chocolate covered Rocky Horror Picture Show at the Baltimore Soundstage this Sunday at 1 p.m. for the matinee showing, 7 p.m. for the primetime showing. And you can get tickets at earlorrin.com. That's EARLORRIN.com. Tickets are 30 for one, 55 for two. And if you use the promo code RACINE, you can get $5 off. Julie, thanks so much for being here. Have a fabulous day.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
All righty, thank you.
Have a
And to
good
our
one.
viewers, thank you for watching. Have a good weekend.